So we got here.
Hi guys, my name's Adel. I came top 16 at Irish Nats with Memento Fiendsmith.
Yeah. And show us your deck list, if you don't mind.
Cool. Alright, so let me start with the main deck. So these are the starters I played. I played 3 Anguish, 3 Horse, 2 Goblin, 1 Darkblade. I count these as starters in some awkward hands as well, Mace and Sleepy. I'm only playing 1 Darkblade because I actually ended up running the Fiendsmith cards, so I wish I could run a few more. I really like Darkblade. All of his effects really come up all the time. The back row pop and it's one of the best starters you can have. Worst in Tafua, but best overall starter. So those are the Memento cards, the monsters. Then these are the actual best cards in the deck. The 8 quick play spells.
The Dodgers.
Yeah, these cards are what make your opponent's head spin when you're playing your Swiss rounds. They try and interact with Horse or Anguish, and you end up dodging with any 8 of these cards. They're brilliant. I wish I played one more Memento Fusion. Sometimes it comes up in the grind game or just you want it in your opening hand, but because of Fiendsmith cards, I decided to play one less. And then these are the engine requirements, and there are a lot. These are cards you need to play for the deck to work. This is the boss monster. He is so unbelievably strong. 5,000 attack. Everyone thinks that they have to stop this guy, and they're right. It's so strong.
People banish you from grave.
People banish you from grave, but then my boy Akihiron brings it back.
AKA Ugly Fish.
AKA Ugly Fish. I decided to play this last minute. I was kind of not running this in testing until the week before my testing partner convinced me to play this for playing into Charmies. It came up a lot actually in my tournament run, but in testing I actually didn't like it at all. I just find it really bricky. If you're not playing, it actually doesn't do anything. But in the Fiendsmith build, it's actually really good as an extender to link off for Closed Moon and stuff like that. And obviously, Gaddick, I've probably drew this in 8 rounds. I probably drew it 4 times, but sometimes if you draw it, it's not that bad. You just need to know your lines. And Field Spell, crazy card. And it wouldn't be a modern meta deck without the Fiendsmiths.
Why did you choose to play Fiendsmith?
I chose to play Fiendsmith because this card is broken. Caesar. So I found that even if I get interrupted and I can't play through with my mentor cards, if I just link 2 monsters into Moon into Caesar, I can actually end up winning those games. So it kind of increases the ceiling of the deck, but also at the same time it increases consistency because Engraver is a 1 card Memento combo. So I really enjoyed them. I did hate seeing these cards, but sometimes Memento bricks and you can't do anything about it, and these cards just kind of add to those bad hands. But I just thought I'd high roll the weekend, and it ended up working out, and these cards are really good. Then I have the non-engine, the most important part of deck building this format, I think.
Yeah.
I elected to play 6 Charmies in the main, 3 anti-Charmy cards,
Okay.
and 3 Droll, 2 Nib, and 2 Imperm.
So how many that is? That's 16?
16 in 45 cards. I wish I could play more. I love hand traps, but there's so many engine requirements that I feel like I couldn't fit any more in. I decided to play Imperm and Nib in the last week of my testing because Protoss was becoming really real the weekend before from UK and German Nats. And even though I feel like I could play through Protoss, because calling Dark is actually not that much of a problem for my deck, I still thought that it would be good, and over the course of 8 Swiss rounds, having Imperm and Nib it's just a nice little safety for safety against
Bad players.
bad players, and also if you brick. If you can't play but you have an Imperm or Nib in your hand, you might be able to stop your opponent and live a turn. And sometimes all you need is one more turn to play. Moving on to the extra deck.
Yep.
Played 1 Twin Dragon, 2 combined Creation King for my Memento cards. Couldn't fit another one in. The extra deck is quite tight, so I only elected to play 1. These cards were kind of another Fusion Guardian Chimera. It's kind of a choice of mine. I cut another card that usually people play in this slot, but unfortunately it never came up, but I felt more confident playing this. So, and it came up for me in testing. Cross Sheep Baphomet. I played. These are for like the Fiendsmith combos. This lets you summon back Creation King because it's an illusion on your opponent's turn. Sometimes you're banishing the Creation King to get the field spell, making this with the Fiendsmith cards or Sequence, and then summon back on your opponent's turn. And yeah, Cross Sheep also comes up in the 1 card engraver line for Memento. I played for the Fiendsmith cards. I played Caesar, Sequence, Requiem, Sequence, Agnum Day, Necrocrypt, Desiree, Area Leader, and Closed Moon.
Like a really big package.
I played the max package, yeah. I played the max package. I have a lot of ideas about this deck, but like I ended up just choosing to play a really standard list. In testing, I wasn't playing Agnum Day and Desiree because I just value having more options in my extra deck sometimes, and I feel like this is kind of a win more, but in the end, it actually saved me playing these cards because I would find that like sometimes I'm losing 2 breakers or just random spell cards, talents, or something like this. So it was a good addition to my end board. And like the whole reason to play Fiendsmith is this guy. I mean, I feel like this guy has to get banned. It probably will get banned.
You're not running the trap anywhere, or are you?
No, I didn't play the trap. I would love to play the trap. Sometimes I feel like if, they special summon X from their hand and out the Caesar, the Fiendsmith cards didn't do anything, and the trap would be good for, Lacrima Requiem into trap, but I just couldn't play it. I couldn't justify playing another brick in a deck that plays like 7 bricks, so that's the extra. Oh, and I also played SP.
Okay.
Another contentious card for me, I found that like I actually didn't play with SP for a while because again I just wanted to play cards. Like one card that I wish this card was instead was Duke of Demise, because it lets you get the extra normal summon to play. But yeah, look, again, this probably is the best generic slot to play. You could also play Typhon, but yeah, it was a good 15th slot, but maybe sometimes I would consider not to play it.
On last of the side deck, what were you preparing against for the side deck?
Okay, so my worst matchup, and when I go over my matchups at Swiss or at the event, was Malice. So I decided to play 8 cards to side into Malice. Going second, the 3 Lancet, 3 Meows, 1 Lightning Storm, and a Duster. I wish I saw these cards more, is all I could say. I really wish I saw these cards more. I feel like my only losses were to Malice in the event. There were games where like I drew Lancey off the top of my deck, or the Meows didn't resolve, but I just wanted to have as many answers to that deck. I feel like it's a deck that's so strong that it warrants playing insanely strong cards like Lancey and Meows. So you need to see them, and I tried to max out on them. Again, other cards I was testing was like Chaos Hunter, just to have more, because there's a line to dump the Chaos Hunter off Baphomet and summon it back. So that's another thing to consider. I wish I maybe played that, but yeah, these are some of those cards.
The Malice 8. Now 7 left. What do we have?
Some more going second cards. I played 2 Droplet. This is in combination with the Duster and the Lightning Storm. I couldn't fit 3 of either, so I elected to cut 1 of each and play both.
Okay.
I wanted like a dedicated detonator out, or just random Chaos Angels, any kind of problematic monster card, or if a board is too big, for example, Crystron, just droplet their whole board. And I wanted to play Lightning Storm and Duster for outing problematic back row, and Malice also is really susceptible to back row hate as well. These cards actually came up so much, in fact, I was told by my testing partners not to play them. I'm glad I didn't listen to them. Sometimes you have to believe your instincts, and I'm glad I played them. I've destroyed deck lockdowns with this. I've destroyed dimensional fissures with this. So yeah, overall really good card. And then for my going first package, I played Called by Towns.
Okay.
These are just god cards. They kind of self-explanatory. You play these going first, and you see them in your hand.
You win the game.
You win the game. It is no ifs, ands, and buts. You win the game. It's so good. These are good for against Charmies, Ash Blossoms, Random Bells. People tried to bell me all weekend. Sometimes they would stop me, but sometimes I had the call by, and it didn't matter. So these are really good. And I think the best cards in my extra deck the whole weekend, what made my Ryziel matchup completely free, were the Goblin cards.
The Goblins. How do you get to them?
So you better hope you open them, because there's no way to search them, but these search other Goblin cards in your deck. So the way this card works is you can add any Goblin card, but if your opponent controls an XYZ, you can detach for effect from your opponent's XYZ and E-tally and special the Goblin from your deck. So for some reason, this works with Memento Goblin. So
that's a one card, you get rid of a material, and you also get full combo.
And in case you have just such a good hand, you can also go and get Dug Charger, which also trades for another material. It special summons out of the hand, and even like this has a graveyard effect where if it's in the grave, you can banish it, add back a goblin to your hand, detach another material. So this one card can actually out all the materials on a Caesar or a Detonator, which are cards that like my deck struggles with a little bit. So we decided to play these, and they were fantastic. They were so good.
What were your matchups to cover it up?
So my matchups at Nats were, my round 1 was Centurion. I lost the roll. Round 2 was Ryziel. I also lost the roll. I won that. I won the first one and the second one. Round 3 was pure Ryziel. I won the roll. I won that game. Round 4 was Ryziel, another win. I lost the roll. Round 5 was the mirror, which I did not expect to play that weekend. I happened to find the mirror quite challenging, but at the end of the day, I ended up, I think I just drew better, honestly. He was playing really well, but I had like more Charmies and they resolved. So my round 6, I got blue razzed by Malice. It was really upsetting. I just lost in 10 minutes because I just didn't draw enough non-engine, and I lost the die roll. And the same with round 7, paired into Malice, played the eventual winner of the whole event. So I'm a bit not too upset about losing that one, but again, I got Imperm nibbed game 3. So that happens. And in round 8, I played a fellow teammate. They were also playing Malice, and I won that to top the event. And my top 16 loss was to Malice again. And similar fashion to the other 2 losses, I lost in 10 minutes because I just didn't draw enough non-engine. Didn't draw the Lancia, didn't draw the Meows, or the Meows didn't resolve. So I went into the event thinking Malice was my hardest matchup, and I was correct. And I built my best to try and mitigate that, but sometimes it's not your day. I think stuff, shit happens, but I think I played really well. I really liked the deck. And I think a million times over, I'd pick the same deck again. I'm really glad I played this.
Do you have any shoutouts to top it off?
Shoutouts to Team Thirsty Thursdays.
TTT
on top. Me and my friend Art topped for the first time this year, so I'm really proud of him. Really proud of all the boys. Shout out to Luke Murtaugh for teaching me how to play this deck. I wish I kind of got on the bandwagon of playing Memento earlier. Shout out to my girlfriend. Shout out to my family for supporting me. Shout out to all my friends at local. Shout out to Gamers World. I'm really proud of all the hard work I put in, and thanks to like all my friends helping me and testing with me, I think it all kind of came to fruition at the end of the year. So I'm kind of glad to end the year with a top under my belt. So
Euros next.
yeah, Euros next. I'll be playing the best deck in the
best
game.
deck.
Vanquish Soul, baby.
Not on the Luna Light train.
No, I'm not gonna play Luna Lights. I'll leave the cat ears to my friends. I'm gonna be fighting for my soul with Vanquish Soul. So.
Okay.
Yeah, I think
we'll record another deck profile when you get top
Hopefully,
16.
hopefully.
Top
Thanks.
1 maybe.
Thanks.
All
Thank
right.
you.
See ya. Bye bye.